Hello
Howdy.
there. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's a windy day out, huh?
It is.
I was just on the phone with Father Bill Porter. Because he was just calling, he called the emergency line because he couldn't get into the office, which seems strange. So, I don't know if they accidentally left the, nighttime going on or something. But anyways, he needs proof of Andrew Sabatino's baptism, or I think he was baptized in the Shawnee Mission Presbyterian Church, but he just needs proof that Andrew Sabatino is Catholic, essentially. So I'm going to send that information over to Susan.
Did you text her or email her?
I haven't yet, I just got off the phone.
I'll text her. Ah,
What's better? Did you just fall out?
yeah, we're back.
Strange.
It's a very wobbly little connection there.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've always been concerned about with this connection
Yeah, I
here.
remember you mentioning that. I can see that myself.
Mm-hmm. The pins on those things.
Mm-hmm.
They're really Apple at one point invented the best connector, and it's not an HDMI connector, but they invented the best connector ever with those lightning ports.
Mm.
I think that's what the name is. How they connect them with magnets. That,
Oh,
that it's the best. Nothing else compares to that, because then you're not having to worry about it. It just automatically brings pins together. And the only problem I've ever had with any of them is sometimes the lint can get in there, so you just have to take a little pin and just take out the lint. Only problem I've ever seen with any of them. They don't wear out because they're just magnets. They're perfect. But there's this thing called patents, and Apple patented it, and so nobody else can use their design for it.
but they don't even use it anymore.
Well, they still use it on the iPhone.
Oh, okay.
You know how your lightning port goes in? That's with magnets. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep, there are little magnets inside there.
But they used to have the chargers where they were.
Yeah, they don't use that anymore because those were, with their designs of computers getting smaller and smaller, the magnets didn't have enough surface space to keep.
Let's see.
So those were pretty good, but these are the best. Good. I think every course should have that, but I'm sure there's some reason of physics or something like that that I'm not aware of. Oh, this is the problem. It's connected to itself.
Yeah, we don't even need to have the ash cam up here.
Where is it?
Downstairs.
Oh, okay.
We haven't been using it recently, so
Sounds fine with me.
it's like organizing the cables, huh?
Yeah, I don't like seeing things disordered. It causes aneurysms in this little brain of mine.
Obviously, it doesn't bother me.
When I see things out of order, I just have to fix it. Any other practical things I was thinking about? I am trying to get a Virtu session planned for some of my leaders. Did I mention that to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure I've told you everything you need to know. Every other day I have a meeting at 11. Dawn is in her backyard right now.
Yes, she is.
Right.
Working on the pond because it's a nice day out. Hi, everybody. How are you? Good to see you. We'll get started shortly. of dramatic, boring music here.
Oh, and I've got a wedding of a friend in Topeka on Friday that we need to talk about timing on. Because it's at a very unusual hour. It's at noon. I was very surprised with that.
On the Friday?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
I may just have to get out of here early.
Oh, noon on Friday. Okay.
Right. I'm not doing it. I'm just attending.
This Friday.
It's this Friday, right?
And next Friday you're in Topeka too, aren't you? Or is that's 2 Fridays from now.
2 Fridays from now?
I had that you're in Topeka for some reason.
I don't know why.
On the 26th of June, it says Father Ashmore in Topeka, 5 p.m.
Okay. Wait a minute. What if I got confused? 1 second. That would explain a lot. Never mind. I may have written it down twice. Actually, it actually I think is on the 26th. She just texted me about it yesterday, so I assumed it was this Friday.
Well, we got to be careful about assuming that this the next Friday because we did that
We did
before.
that again, yeah. Why did I think of... Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Yep, no, I think I just made a mistake.
Well, it's first time for everything.
Yep.
Let me
Dun, dun, dun.
right. Well, I think our sound is back now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fireside Chat. We're good to have you here.
Bum, 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 bum.
We were just having a little powwow talking about things. Ah, it is back. Confirmed.
Getting all over the place. I didn't comb my hair very well this morning.
Yeah, well,
It's standing up a little in the back, what can I say?
you know, it won't be a problem for long, so you'll be fine.
What is that? Oh, good point. It's true.
Welcome, everybody, to the
I
Fireside
look forward
Chat.
to that day.
Well, savor the hair while you got it. So welcome, everyone. Glad to have you here. Tuning in for the Fireside Chat. Back to old school. Our little banner says that it's with also seminarian John Donart, but he's not here today. He's taking Wednesdays off. Father Ashmore takes Tuesdays off, and so we have a two-person chat twice a week here. So welcome, everybody. I hope you're doing well on this windy day, cooler day out today. So
It is cooler out.
yes. Yeah. How are you doing? What are you doing here in your time now in phase whatever we're in pandemic world? I mean, I guess we're in phase 3 of Ad Astra, but
I have no idea.
it's Wednesday today.
All I know is I'm going to the stars. That's
right. To the
That's
stars.
what Ad Astra means.
With
To the stars.
Ad Astra.
Ad
or
Astra,
Astra.
Ad Astra, through the stars, through
With
bitterness, through
difficulties, or-
difficulties.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, very good.
Mhm.
So
Oh, we got.
perfect morning for. Oh, the baking cookies. That is a great day to bake.
It is.
Excellent. Good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So bake away. Is it still banana bread season?
I don't know. So we have a good question, and we want to put it forward to you all. So, near my
May 5th,
birthday,
yeah.
May 5th, and we got many gifts from people, which is really lovely. And lots of food, lots of cards. It was really wonderful. But there was a strange pattern that I noticed. We got an abnormally large amount of banana bread.
Abby normal?
So banana bread is delicious, but all of a sudden we were just getting all sorts of banana bread for
We
like
got
a
like
week.
4 or 5 banana breads.
It was a lot of banana bread. And so we're just curious, was there like a banana bread season of which I was not aware? Is the first week of May banana bread week? BB week?
Yeah, international. But we missed National Donut Day last
We did.
Thursday or whatever.
That was
that
disappointing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Thursday or Friday. I got the memo too. I got the memo at like 3:00 in the afternoon.
You know, here's the thing though,
Too
I'm
late
not
for
really a
donuts.
donut guy.
Well, that's true. I'm not either.
Right.
But I mean, I can do. I usually do like one.
Oh,
Every
no,
couple weeks.
the banana bread was delicious. No, Carly, don't worry.
Oh no,
Don't worry.
No.
We ate all of it. It was delicious. We were
Yeah.
just curious. Is there banana bread season?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it was delicious.
Please.
Sorry.
If that came off wrong, that was not supposed to come off wrong.
It was interesting that we just got a whole bunch of banana bread all of a sudden.
Right.
So
It was. So please don't take it as I loved it. I had it for
we ate all of
All
it.
of
It was
it.
delicious. So.
good laughing and coaching. Oh no, we're just curious.
Yeah.
It was really amusing because we just hadn't received any banana bread this
No,
whole time. We had
right.
received none, and then we got 4 loaves in 1 week. It was great.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a big donut person either. There was a donut store right in between Sacred Heart and St. John at Our Lady of Unity that I would drive because I had to drive there to the mass.
Oh really?
And I generally just stopped there for coffee because their coffee is really good and it was really cheap too. It was $1.
That is cheap coffee.
And it was and there was something about it, about coffee made in a donut shop. I mean, they have that donut shop blend or whatever, but there's a reason for it because I think it just sucks in all the flavor of the donut from the store.
Oh,
It's really pretty delicious coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And occasionally, on rare occasion, I would actually get a donut, but usually just there for the coffee. But-
That's understandable. The thing about donuts, I always feel like once you eat 1 donut or you eat 3 donuts, you're never really full.
You just feel yucky.
Yeah, you just don't. I don't feel satisfied.
Well, yeah.
Mhm. I mean, I feel like okay, so this is delicious. I like sour cream donuts. There's a little more substance to them.
Okay.
I like those. But the other ones, it's just like it comes in and it dissipates and it turns into nothingness. I don't know. There has actually been verbs.
I'm mostly just a plain glazed donut kind of guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I like dipping.
Oh, okay.
To dip in the coffee.
Dip. On occasion, like those chocolate cakes, I think the best chocolate cake is Dunkin' Donuts. I think they got the best chocolate cake donuts.
Chocolate cake donuts. Ooh. Okay.
But glazed donuts, Lamar's are really good. My thought is if they can't get their glazed donut right, then why bother with the rest of it? So I feel
Yeah.
I feel that way about
That's a
some
good point.
things. Like sometimes when I go to a restaurant or a store, we don't have our lights on. That's the problem.
Oh, that's true.
Beware.
And God said, "Let the earth bring forth light."
And now we probably have this too. I don't know. No, it's probably fine.
What were you saying about donuts?
Well, or like sometimes I go to a restaurant or something and I want to get like what they're known for, and I want to order that because, like, if we go to the Westport Burger
it's
place.
very bright now. Oh, and now it's back to bright.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
we're okay.
adjusted.
I was glowing. So.
But like Westport Burger Market or whatever, I want to get their normal burger because
Yeah.
I want to know do what you're good at.
Well, I also
Maybe we're better with the lights off.
I'm wondering. I'm gonna fix it like
It
this.
felt pretty kind of warm actually, I guess, when we had the lights off.
I don't know. So, I do have a theory. Like, if I go to a coffee shop, I will not get any of their fluffy coffees. First of all, I don't really like the fluffy coffees. I just like a standard espresso or a good, like a macchiato for the afternoon or a cup of coffee. But the first thing I'll do if I go to a coffee shop is I will get a shot of espresso. Maybe a double shot, but a shot of espresso. And if it's a good shot of espresso, then I know it's a good coffee shop.
Oh,
Because
okay.
if they can do the most basic
Sure.
part,
Yeah.
they can do it well. Speaking of coffee shops, I have an announcement that I've not made.
Yes,
on
this is
Fireside
very
Chat yet.
exciting.
I've mentioned this to a couple different people, but my little brother Will Ashmore and my mother Katrina Gavala have opened up a coffee, cookie, and custard shop
What's the name of it?
named Sid and Nancy's
Sid and Nancy.
in Lawrence. They've been open for about 2 weeks, and they've only got a Facebook thing right now. I actually should probably.
Is that where at the old Borders?
I don't know. But it is a very cool place. It is a coffee, custard, and cookie shop that is themed with a form of that green one.
This one?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Sid and Nancy's. It is a punk rock theme. So that's my little brother who's been doing the theme. I don't know anything about Sid and Nancy. I think it's themed kind of like off the Sex Pistols or something like that. I don't really get the theme, but they've got a fantastic espresso there. It's very cool people. My little brother is a really neat guy. He's hilarious. We're good friends. My little brother and I, growing up, were like known enemies, and yet when we like turned 18, 19, we became close friends, and we've been we talk not super frequently, pretty frequently. He's done a fantastic job with the shop, so I hope that everybody can go and visit Sid and Nancy's. It is fun, it is cool. Don't worry if you don't like punk rock; they're not over the top about it. It's just themed throughout it, because I don't like punk rock, and I don't feel overwhelmed by it at all. The custard is delicious, the coffee is great, and you get to support my family. So please go check it out. It's very cool.
Awesome. Yeah, cool. Sid and Nancy's. So there's a little promo there.
It is in Lawrence. It's on New Hampshire, Hampshire Street. No, New Hampshire Street, not New Hampster. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire Street. So,
Right.
Very good.
Exactly. So please give it a shot. They're really cool. You'll really enjoy talking to my little brother. Apparently, my brother and I have very similar sounding voices.
Okay.
So if you talk to him, you'll know exactly who it is immediately because it'll sound like me. So, and we look like each other.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Let me go over to the old camera real quick and give my little shout out here that I do each day. And so, hello there, Rachel and Rosalie and Laura. I hope that you are having a great day. It's kind of windy out. That might be fun on the swings in the wind, huh? So maybe you can do that. So hello also to Mom and to the Hunleys if you are watching as well. Today would be my dad's 80th birthday. So Dad, I don't know what kind of internet service they have in purgatory or heaven or wherever you are, if they allow you to watch the Fireside Chat. But if they do, happy birthday, Dad. Happy 80th birthday. And I'm wearing my dad's watch here that my mom gave to me on the funeral day. So in honor of my dad on his 80th birthday. So, and hello to the Dryling girls. Hope that you have a super day as well. All right, back to the show.
So,
and yes, Jen, thanks for posting that. Yes, they did do a cover of that on the in the Lawrence Journal World. So
they
awesome.
did, and it's a really great write-up. I'm really proud of my little brother. He's done a lot of hard work on it. He moved down to Kansas not to Lawrence itself. He's living in Ottawa right now, but I think he'll probably locate eventually to Lawrence. But he moved down to the Lawrence area in order to start this business because he thought it was a cool area that something like this could thrive in. I think he's right. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it thrive. I think it'll be really cool for us and for him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. That's great. I'll try to visit that. So two of my sisters live in Lawrence. The sister that I often talk to on the O'Kammerer, she lives in Topeka, and then I have Kristen and Karen who live in Lawrence. So there's 6 kids in our family. We are all the girls and one of the boys is a K. So the other boys are an M and a D. So Mike and David. But yeah, so Kristen, Karen, Kathleen, and Kent or Kenneth and then Mike and David. So yes, when I'm over there, and so I get to Lawrence with some frequency, and even if I'm not going to Lawrence, and if I'm going to Topeka, I am on the way to
slip
on down there, and
they've got an incredible espresso.
Great.
They're really quite good one. They're not roasting their own beans. I know that's hip right now, but they decided against that because so many people are doing that, and so they're actually using a lot of coffee beans from the local area.
Okay.
So if you go to their shop, you can basically taste from different roasteries from the region too.
Yeah, my palate is not developed enough, which we've had conversations about before, but I really can't tell much of a good espresso from a bad espresso. It all tastes like too strong of coffee for me, and it's something just too...
You see, you've got to... The right way to drink an espresso...
Here we go.
This is what
we didn't set up the ash cam today, but this is when we need the ash cam.
You've got to put it in, and you've got to let it roll around your tongue. That's... Just roll around your tongue.
You like your food doing calisthenics in your mouth.
It's true. What? Oh my goodness. That image. It's got to roll around the tongue.
You do that. You mentioned that about wine too. It's like, I just gotta get this floral whatever and just go. So yeah,
that's true. It's you gotta give your taste buds the chance to taste it. Oh my. This is true.
So yeah, I'll have to swing by there. Very good. So we were also talking. Let's see here. What else we're going to talk about? Oh, confirmation. We looks like we have a date. Did you see that email? I don't know if you saw that date.
We talked about it yesterday.
We did.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So yes, we did about both dates. So I think, mark your calendars, not entirely confirmed, but pencil it in. I think that the Archbishop is coming on twice for us, July 23rd and July 28th. So that is a Thursday and then a Wednesday. They actually offered 2 Thursdays in a row, which would kind of make sense, but then we have their Spanish Mass on Thursdays, and that means we have to cancel that 2 weeks in a row, which I'm not too fond of doing. Plus, Thursdays just might be bad for folks, and while we have the opportunity, let's give a Thursday, and my thought was do a Thursday and a Wednesday, so if Thursdays are consistently bad for folks, they can do the Wednesday. So we have never had 2 confirmations before, but we're probably do 2 confirmations for just to keep the church not packed. We have 114 kids to be confirmed, which is a lot. So, I mean, even splitting that down into, 60 and 60-ish, still, once you get families in there, that's a lot of people in church.
Right.
So, so parents and sponsors and all those things. So, more information to follow, but I think people have been asking, when's confirmation? I think it's going to be the 23rd and the 29th of July, or 28th rather. So more information to follow.
And that looks like it will be able to be with the bishop, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have seen the documentary some. It's great.
I don't even know what that is.
It's about sommeliers. So there are different levels of essentially not wine connoisseurship, but the ability to. A sommelier is the expert in wine at a particular restaurant. So if you're the sommelier or a different level of sommelier, you get paid more because you know more about the wine. And then if you go to a fancy restaurant, he's the one that comes out and explains the wine to you and says, indeed, this wine has a thick mouthfeel, and yet don't let that scare you off. It will go perfectly with your pork, because although it's a thick mouthfeel, although it's got a lot of body to it, it is, light upon the palate, that sort of thing.
I don't know what accent you're doing there, but you're
it's
fading in and out of it there.
It's exquisite and that sort of thing. So, but there's different levels of sommeliers, and to be a grand sommelier, you have to go to France and take a test.
Do they have to be from Somalia?
No, that's different.
Okay.
Sommelier. Not Somalia. Sommelier. And it's a different level of expertise within wine. The people who are somms, they call them, the sommeliers, are incredible. They can take a little sip of the wine and they can tell you the region. They can tell you what part of the field it must have been in. They can tell you. It's incredible just by a little sip. So.
Well, this sounds like an interesting documentary. I do enjoy. I've talked about this before, but I do enjoy seeing what other people enjoy. So, I mean, just what do people do with their lives? Like I've mentioned the car show that I went to at Our Lady of Unity. I have no real interest in cars myself, that's never been a passion for me, but I enjoy seeing other people enjoy their hobby or their passion. So that might be an interesting documentary, because I have no interest in being a wine connoisseur. I mean, if it tastes good and it's relatively cheap, I'm good for that. So, but I would probably enjoy seeing someone else who has exquisite talent in that. So
it's at times the documentary is actually even stressful, because they have to know their stuff, and it is tough. They study every night. Like the different the groups come together and to all taste wines together, and they have to. They basically test each other. It's very fascinating to see the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And there is only a certain number of people who do it every year. So if you become a Grand Sommelier, you're at the top of the top. Creme de creme, you can get a job anywhere. So it's very fascinating.
Quite interesting.
I haven't seen the documentary since I was in college, probably 7 years ago. So.
Very good. Yeah. Awesome. We are also talking about the future here of our live stream programming, and we continue to adjust. I think the plan is I'm actually going on a little trip. My priest group. I'm in a priest prayer group. We meet during the academic year. We meet on the third Monday of the month usually, and lots of priests are in we call them a Jesus Caritas. Or a priest prayer group or whatever. Most priests are in a priest prayer support group, and I've been in a group since I was ordained. Our group is unusual because we are very generational. So we have we've got to set the record here, because we have priests in our group in their 20. So it's a group of, we're 7 or 8, whatever that is. We have one in 20s, one in his 30s, 2 in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. So we have 7 decades of priests in our group. That's very unusual. Most of the priest groups kind of are circling around the same kind of age group or ordination years or whatever. I think yours is mostly kind of the same
last
thing.
10 years or so.
Yeah. But I've really enjoyed being part of this kind of multi-generational group, because just the perspectives that I get, it's really been helpful for me to, understand like the older priest generation and where they were coming from, and how they received their formation and everything, and it was really helpful for me, especially as I was newly ordained, because I had these ideas of what those priests were like or whatever. It was nice just getting that perspective and hearing the story. So Anyway, so I got my priest prayer. We take a trip every summer. We used to go always to Salina, but now we go somewhere, and we just take a couple days. It's a 48-hour trip mostly. It's like noon to noon, not Monday through Wednesday. So anyway, that's in 2 weeks, preventing any kind of bad things. We're going to Lindsborg this year.
Where is Lindsborg?
Lindsborg is near Salina, and it used to be one of our side trips, our day trips from Salina that we'd go to Lindsborg and spend the time there.
Okay.
But now we're just going to stay in Lindsborg. Like there's an Airbnb or whatever,
Oh, okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
and we hope that's going to be kind of safe and cleaned and everything, and then usually what we have usually done is we go to movies and go to a couple movies, go out to restaurants. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do, but it's going to be good to spend some time with the guys and be out. The premise is we have to go somewhere that's out of the diocese and generally have access to movies and restaurants. So, and we like to do on that Tuesday, so we leave on Monday and we come back on a Wednesday. We like to have on the Tuesday some sort of day trip to go see some sort of random museum or something. That's so we went to Minneapolis, Kansas. We went to Canopolis. So we went to Fort Harker. When we went to Omaha, we went to the art museum. So anyway, so that is in 2 weeks. So we are not going to have the chat that week, and actually we're going to rebrand what we do here with our live streaming. So we're looking at probably doing one live stream show a week, I think, is what we're planning on. Okay. Maybe 2, but we are thinking that the daily live stream fireside chat has more or less kind of run its course. So I think people are still appreciating it, but I think as we get in even a couple more weeks, I think people have other things now that they're doing and everything, and we've got other things that we need to do as well. But we do want to continue to be a presence and to be there for you. So we're looking at doing a show, something like a midweek catch up or a midweek something, and we want to change the format a little bit because I think a chat format works well when we're doing it every day, but when we only are doing a 45-minute to an hour show once a week, we want to be a little bit more directed and talk about things that are on people's minds or whatever. So I think it was Bonnie that suggested they could submit questions or something we could talk about. We still plan to have it as a live interactive show, and we're going to try to be consistent on our time. I was thinking maybe like a Wednesday usually at 10 or something, and then if we had to cancel it for whatever reason, we can just bump it back a day and we could let people know. I think that might be a bit good.
That makes sense.
Consistency, because we want to have consistency because that's important. But anyway, that's what we're kind of talking about doing. Regardless, I will not be here Monday through Tuesday or Wednesday of 2 weeks from now. So we thought that would be a natural kind of chance for us to move into a new show format. So let us know what you think. What you have any ideas? If you have any things that we should do. Lindsborg is Lauren's hometown. We'll all be home.
Fascinating.
Are you Swedish? It's a home of the Swedes.
Oh,
you've probably seen those little horses. Sometimes people have them on their houses. They've got their painted little wooden horses, and they might have the name. Once you see one, you'll see them everywhere.
Huh.
It's like, that's a Lindsborg house, a horse
Really?
house horse. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Little horses that are painted that are Lindsborg horses.
Yeah. There's this little store there that they make. They
Yeah.
I mean, they're wooden horses. They're flat wooden horses that usually that are painted, and usually they'll put like the family name or something, and they'll hang it outside their house or whatever. Because that means it's a kind of a trinket that you buy when you go see Lindsborg. Many people stop at this little Dala horse place. Yes. So.
The name Larson gives away my heritage. Oh, I wasn't aware.
It does?
Yes, obviously. Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. You're from the Larson region.
Yes. So anyway, so that's kind of what we're talking about. If you have any ideas, we've gotten some ideas. I think Carly sent some ideas. I think you've received some ideas of what we should do going forward. But we still want to be present for everybody. And we're just concerned also that when we do a daily show, it can maybe get kind of overwhelming too. So it might be better to have kind of a condensed show that we would do once a week. So still planning on doing the Bible studies and everything. We're still planning on live streaming the masses and all those kinds of things. But we just continue to adapt to the needs and what people are needing at the time. So,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
anything to add there, Father Ashmore?
No.
Okay. So, anyway, we're just floating that idea out there, and so let us know what you would think. I was also thinking it'd be good to have kind of segments, so it'd be a little bit more, this piece and this piece and this piece that we can talk about. I kind of like to do just kind of an update of where we are, get kind of a news update every week. That's something I've been thinking of. But if you have any ideas of what we could do with our time and what would be helpful for you, let us know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I know you're super busy and that things. Okay, fair enough, Cynthia. Good to hear. Appreciate that feedback. Very good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just floating things by, and maybe there's. I can't be here Monday through Wednesday of that 1 week, so there's that for sure. I can't be there. But there is the possibility that we can just continue on if that's
Probably
not.
I think it's best for us to try to find a good balance.
Yeah, that's probably
'Cause
true. Yeah.
It's we have to understand in a certain way what is the purpose of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're in a different stage of the crisis, and we want to be responding to that appropriately.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
And so we want to think about it in a clear way. How can we make sure that we're still reaching out to people? We're still, in a certain way, making ourselves available, while also recognizing that there are more things going on at the church itself.
Yeah, right.
And that just is a requirement.
Yeah.
We can't kind of be here when the parish offices are open constantly. So,
right.
Which is the situation we're at right now.
Yeah,
so.
that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. So we want to be as available as possible while responding appropriately.
Yeah, good.
So, yeah.
Good.
And it's a balance. We'll figure it out.
So we still got next week. So next week we'll be here all week, and then the following week we'll switch. So. Okay. Well, that I think that pretty much wraps up. I have to get going a little bit earlier. I have to get to the hospital today. We need to go over there and anoint someone. I need to be there at 11. So, I don't know if there's anything else to add. Do you have anything else that you were wanting to add today?
Not today. No.
Okay. Well, we will be back theoretically, with a full cast tomorrow on Thursdays and Fridays. So theoretically, John will be here in his spot, and we will see tomorrow. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I did say hi to my nieces. Said hi to the Dryling girls.
We're just efficient today.
Yeah, how about that?
More efficient.
All right. Very good. We'll have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you all very much. God bless you.
Now is the time we have our closing song.